What's up, heisters? It is I, Mr. Payday, aka Almir, aka Sick Boy. Holy shit, I still have a cold. Can you imagine? I don't know what kind of COVID I got, but it took hold, guys. I need a medic bag. Ah! I need. I need. What's up, chat? Gidget the Goblin. Yo, accidentally showed up on time for once? What the frick? Well, welcome either way. What's up, Nuclear? Higgy. Moomin, of course. Love to see it. Oh, Helmir. Feel better soon. Thanks, Catalytic. I hate being sick. You know what I mean? Everything is worse when you're sick. It's not even fun to be home gaming when you're sick, right? Because, your reflexes are poorer. Not mine, though. I'm a pro gamer, okay? But you know what I mean? I imagine how it would be for a normal gamer, to be sick. Reflexes are slower, etc., etc. But yeah, I'm still feeling it, and you can probably hear it on my voice. I probably shouldn't even be here. But you know why I showed up today? Because of you guys. I knew I had Heist with Almir. I knew what the Payday fandom would say if I didn't show up. Slopburger says, Almir, can you smell the panic room in there? Dude, I have no sense of smelling. I can't smell shit, dude. I can't even smell panic room. Gidget says, I always forget what time it is and show up halfway through the stream. I finally made it on time by complete accident. Oh, yeah, cheers. Appreciate you. God Emperor Almir says, DBC Co. Niner. Appreciate it. Alfred says, I feel you. I've been blowing my nose the whole day. Yeah, something's going around, Alfred, right? I can't remember if you were Stockholm-based or not, but yeah, it's something fricked up, man, I'm telling you. Chili Dude says, hey, Mr. Almir, I wish I could play Payday 3, but I have a shit laptop. Hope once I get a PC or a good laptop, I can get Payday 3. Appreciate it, man. I hope you get a new system soon. Hey, Almir, long time no see. How are you? I'm good, Excalibur 101. I'm good. I feel good in my heart of hearts, but you hear, I have a cold. I need a medic bag. New Twitch drops when, Almir? I do believe they're gonna come with jacket, but we'll see, yeah? Jacket and... sorry. Yawn number 1. Paul Harrison says, hey, Almir, hope you get well. Thank you so much, Paul. Appreciate it. Hot toddies with whiskey are magic when you're sick. What is a hot toddy? Gidget the Goblin. First aid kit here. Thanks, Framek. Appreciate it. Moomin with the medic bag. Here you go. Thank you so much. Jacket in Payday the Heist when, says Gullinator. What the frick? Was there anything else going to be added with Jacket? I watched the trailer, but it went by so fast I missed it. There will be some things. We will go into more details in the patch notes, but we will be doing a blog. It won't necessarily come out on Friday, but as we started the new year, we said we will only do blogs now when we feel we have something worthwhile to say. And obviously, Jacket being launched is something worthwhile to talk about, so we're preparing a blog for that, Heisters, just so you're aware. Whether or not it comes out on Friday remains to be seen, but we'll keep you posted, yeah? Poopmaster137 says, also, Almir, I got my bank account fixed. Gonna get the jacket as soon as it arrives, dude. Thank you so much for the support. Really appreciate it, man. Dynamical says, have you heard the discussions about a melee weapon being paid? Any news to share on a free counterpart coming? I saw I remember what I said about that, and I still stand behind that. Generally when we introduce a new... generally speaking, when we introduce a new weapon class, I am personally of the opinion that if we introduce a new weapon class and it doesn't exist as a free counterpart in the game already, we should add it as a free counterpart as well. Just look at the LMG in Payday 3, for example. It was free because it's a new weapon type, right? However, Jacket is a paid character pack, and along with Jacket, you have the Sociopath feature, right? But we're going to go more into depth in the upcoming blog, and whether or not you agree with how we designed this DLC, I want to hear that. but you can only tell me when you've tried it or when you've seen other people play with it. Because right now you're all working. Right now you're all discussing in the Payday community based on what you've seen so far, but you don't know exactly how it's going to work in game yet. So it's a new take on how we do things with that feature. Whether or not it's going to fly with the Payday community remains to be seen. I'm all ears, super happy to hear the positive feedback, the negative feedback, the neutral feedback. So just let me know, yeah? And we'll see where we go from there together. Hot Toddy, says Gidget the Goblin. Black, green tea, honey, lemon, and whiskey. Holy shit. And if it doesn't work, you then have whiskey in your system so you can care less about feeling sick. Yeah, that's... I like that thinking. Almir, have you said too much? Well, sociopath feature, what I'm referencing is the baseball bat, but you'll have to see when you get to try it. And we're going to talk more about it in the upcoming blog we're going to do. Dan Man says, by this point, when is Payday the Heist Diamond Heist? What the frick? Lightbringer says, does this mean the overskill system becomes implemented with this update? I'm not going to go into it during this stream. I'm going to leave it for the blog. I think that's better for now, but I appreciate the question. Paul Harrison says, plus side is you don't need to own Hotline Miami for the DLC. That is correct. You only need to own Payday 3 and the Jacket DLC for Payday 3. How about it, fam? Should we play? We're playing some video games. Oh man, this cold is not getting better right now. LD says, I wish you and the team the best. We see how hard you're trying. Thanks so much, dude. We are trying. We've got a great dev team here. I've got nothing but respect for my fellow developers working on Payday and the other projects we're doing. Thank you so much for the support. Rip your nose. Thank you, Nuclear. I'm here for the long haul of Payday. I've been a fan of this series for over 10 years, and I know the Starbase team will do amazing things. Thanks for the support, Higgy. Much appreciated. Atomic Dominic with the 7-stream streak. You love to see it. Saying, happy to have caught so many streams in a row. Hopefully I can see more. Thank you so much, dude. You are always welcome. Hey, Almir, other than Jacket, any big news to look out for? Asks Nomad Gaming YT. Yeah, I don't want to go into too much detail over the other stuff we're doing, but I've already referenced Armor 2.0. That's going to be huge. Another thing is, of course, the Mask Mania masks. It's not the biggest thing, but it's more, we need to get those out for you. So we're looking into getting that out the door as soon as possible as well. Cowie Guy says, requested February 3 off work to buy my jacket. Wish me luck. Dude, I love that commitment. Thank you so much. Hope you have a great day. Shepherd15 says, any chance you could bring Denaton on the stream? Would be really cool to see their character live. Shepherd, that's a really good idea. Denaton are famously difficult to get to do things like this, like me looking you in the eyes. I'm good friends with Dennis, who's part of the Denaton crew. He prefers to keep a cool approach, but they're extremely supportive of this DLC. They love the way Jacket turned out for Payday 3, and I hope you do too. Slopburger says, Almir, I love what you guys are doing, but I think you need to seriously look into a time sync like the challenge systems Deep Rock or Outlast Trials are doing. It really does keep the player base active. Thanks for the feedback. Almir, what is for dinner, says Beyond Yesterday. What is for dinner? Dude, I haven't thought that far. Soup, probably, given how I sound and feel. No? Yawn number 2. Toaster Senpai says, Almir, are you able to tell us how much Jacket costs? I know how much it's going to cost, but I'm not going to tell you. I'm going to leave that for the marketing campaign that we have produced. You're going to find out, and I hope you're going to be happy with the price. Let me know whether or not you like the price point, especially if you buy it and try the DLC. Because then you go like, yeah, I tried it, I like it, or I don't like it. What's the hot dog counter at, says Vice? How dare you? How dare you? Freak Pro Ferrari 228 says, Almir, I love you so much. You're too kind. You shouldn't raise me up like that, you know. I'm getting too high on my own supply, Heisters. You're liking me too much now. I'm just gonna go around the studio and be like, nobody can touch me. The Payday community's got my back. Even though it has not come out yet, says C-Box, I already like it. Dude, thank you so much. Pro Godlike says, hey guys, any information can you add Shadow Raid from Payday 2 into Payday 3? We've had this discussion several times. I know I've realized, I should say, during the past few years how big of a heist Shadow Raid turned out for you all. I did not think that was the case back in the day when we made it, but we have not announced Shadow Raid for Payday 3 as of now, but I appreciate the fandom for it. Whistler says, what's the team's plan with the new music track that was in the Jacket character pack trailer? I need it. The Gustavo, our dear composer, said on Twitter that he has the full song and he wants to get it out to you guys. So yeah, go and pester him, Whistler. You can also ask him about C4 and sauce, why don't you, while you're already at it. Almir, will Jacket's face have a glow up like Houston's did? Says male_07 gaming. Yo, can I just say a solid yes to that? Like, I'm not gonna show you how he looks, but he looks great. In my honest opinion, I think we nailed it. But yeah, you let me know, yeah, how you think Jacket looks, whether or not you like his design for Payday 3. Mr. Dreaming says, are you sick, Almir? If so, I hope you feel better soon. Yeah, dude. I was cocky this morning. I was like, yeah, band's gonna make it. I'm feeling good enough. But like during the day, I've just gotten worse and worse. But like I said, you know, I wanted to tune in for you guys. Make sure we have this stream. I also have video proof that I need to stay at home tomorrow and recover. I'll probably be working remote, but yeah, I need to chill for a bit. Unintelligible says, did you steal Ryan Gosling's face like you stole Mira Furlan's? What the frick? We didn't steal Mira Furlan's. We worked with her and we paid her good money. May she rest in peace. We loved working with her, but we paid good money to use her likeness and her VO. And her involvement in the Butcher DLC. When it comes to Jacket, I mean, you will have to see for yourself whether or not you like it and whether or not you think it reminds you of something.
Am I very
Moonlight says, you hurt my boy Jacket's face. No, we didn't hurt anything. I would say we I would just say we it's the Payday 3 take on Jacket, and whether or not you prefer it to remains to be seen, but I love it. Zyke says, I hope Jacket will still look this cute. Dude, he's gonna look cuter. That's at least my opinion. Oh, do we have a... Marco? Almir, I have a question. Go ahead with Leviathan. Whistler says, Jacket looks amazing. I love the subtle anger, and his beak makes him appear more like a predator than a prey. I love the slightly fluffed out feathers toward the neck of the mask, little dings and scratches. It's all very nice. Love. Yeah, I totally agree with you, dude. Our artists did an amazing job. We had a lot of back and forth with Denaton, with our team, making sure we kept the feeling of Jacket since it's already established in Payday, but while still making him feel fresh and updated, kind of. So it's always a give and take, you know, what direction you take a collab character. I hope you like it. Gotta Die Fast says, is it true jacket pack is going to be 15 euros? No, but I will not disclose, like I said, what the actual price point is going to be. But it's absolutely not 15 euros. Yeah, Nuclear, you are kind of quiet. It's my headphones. I don't know what's up. I'm starting to get really tired of trying to fix it.
It's the whole stream.
It's the whole stream, yeah? Alunia Masati said, Almir, you sound tired. Yeah, dude, I'm sick. I shouldn't be in the studio today, but I am. Because I didn't feel like this when I came this morning, but it got worse during the day. But instead of going home, crying on the forums like the little baby I am, I decided to find the inner heister within me and stay and heist with you all. How about that? Do I get any brownie points with you?
You do, Almir. Get well soon.
Thanks, Nuclear. Appreciate it. Hey, Almir, to clear that sickness up, may I recommend zinc and vitamin C? They work like a charm. I'll take that to heart, Harper. Thank you. I definitely need to get better, because this has been in my system now for 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks. All the brownie points for you. Cheers.
Why am I check? Oh.
Friendly Platypus says, at least we don't have to verify our identification this time like we did for Payday 2 to get jacket. I did, but I never received my key, so I ended up purchasing the game that was available in my country. Cheers, dude. And you know, those keys were sent out by hand, by me. And you know, I sent out thousands of jacket keys, okay? So I apologize if you didn't get yours. But I was just personally so frickin' pissed that Australia chose to censor jacket in their in your country. That I said I took it upon myself to send out keys for free. Because Hotline Miami 2 was banned. Jacket for Payday 2 was not. Dennis does this. What about mechanics of the coming heist? Will there be different tasks, circle, electrode boxes, or scanners are getting quite repetitive? I hear you. It's just good feedback. I don't want to go into the upcoming design decisions the team is making, but I think your feedback is loud and clear. Then, of course, you know, it's always a question of are we able to pivot to design right now? Can we do it for the next heist? How does our internal roadmap look? What are we cooking? What are we not cooking? Australia whack for banning jacket. Yeah, am I right, Moonlight? It's crazy. Hey, brother. Tack.
Where do we bring it to?
Hey, Almir. Just want to say thank you to you and the team for all the fun you've given me through some tough times. You're part of the reason I'm trying to find a job in 3D modeling. Praying for you all to stay strong and keep it up. P.S. As an autistic person, I was wondering if Houston canonically autistic. Thanks. Rad Portal Man, thank you so much for your kind words. Really appreciate it. Best of luck becoming a 3D modeler artist. There are so many resources online that you can use. Just keep on grinding and make sure to keep on making 3D, you know. It's so easy to talk about it. Just get to it. Just start making stuff. I promise you it's going to go much, much better for you then. Regarding whether or not Houston is autistic or has any kind of diagnosis, I would leave that to your headcanon. Just like we haven't gone into the heister's sexuality, we're not going to go into whether or not they have any other kind of diagnosis or preference. We're going to leave it up to you to decide. Hopefully Australians don't get that issue from Payday 3, says Paul. No, you won't. I've made sure of it. You will not. You will be able to purchase jacket, no problem. Killing myself, but it's worth it.
You're on stream 98, Almir.
Oh, we are? 2 left, dude.
Yeah. 2 left.
Paul Harrison says autism is more of a gift rather than a disease. Yeah, I agree. I didn't say it was a disease. I'm just saying that I don't want to confirm whether or not Houston has it, or anything else he might have for that matter, or B, if you will, and that I'd rather leave that up to your own imagination. Spudesi says, Almir, was did a heist on the Australian government? I wouldn't dare to do. They'd ban me. I mean, the way they behave, unfortunately.
We have these few.
Blue Water says, Almir, if microtransactions get added to Payday 3, will you guys continue selling the DLC? I mean, first of all, we haven't added a microtransaction store for Payday 3. There was an intention for us to do it around launch of the game. We decided against it, given everything that happened, the state of the game at the time. Since then, a lot of things has changed. We currently have said nothing on the topic. To answer your question, for me, it's important that if you are a game developer and you make new content, you have to be able to recover your costs and create a positive cash flow, right? So you can make more content without going into debt or something like this, right? However, as you do that and as you find the right way to do that, because there is a right way, there is a way where you can make money and also have a happy community. But what I don't like is when video games become predatory, when you feel as a gamer that you're being scammed, or that we're being greedy. It's very important that we don't go there. That's why it was so important that we updated the price strategy for Payday 3, because we got a lot of negative feedback from the Payday community regarding syntax especially. It was too highly priced for what it was, and so on and so forth. And we adjusted, and hopefully Jacket will be another good example of how to correctly price DLC for Payday 3. Whether or not it is remains to be seen, because it is ultimately up to you in the Payday community to decide that. My aim is not good.
I hope the adjustment didn't damage anything. Like,
what did you say? You hope we don't do what?
I hope the price adjustment didn't damage anything internally. Like it didn't involve all the layoffs and stuff.
Okay, I get what you're coming from. No, it didn't damage anything. On the contrary, I would argue the price point is more so us trying to navigate how many units do we think it will sell, what should we price it to in order to make sure we recoup the costs tied to making it, while also making sure we make revenue off of it, right? Because the thing is, if we make something paid and we make money of it, it's popular. Hopefully, the reason for the popularity is that you like the price point, and more so, you like the content. Because what that tells us, and what we can tell our people internally, is that, hey, look at this. It really performed well, and we should do more of it, not less. You know what I mean? Golf? Well, I look away from chat for one moment, and everyone's talking about golf? What the frick? Golf heist? TX Terror says, hey Almir, just saying thank you for all the work you and the team are putting into this game. I have slowly gotten more and more friends to play with me, and they all love it. I'm really excited for the new overhauls this year, as well as the holdout mode. Appreciate it, dude. Thank you so much for the kind words. Regarding holdout, so we haven't publicly said anything about holdout. It was leaked by us, unfortunately, in a previous video. It has been in the works, but we currently have no news regarding holdout mode. So don't expect it in the next update or anything like that. It is something we're trying and seeing if we can do good.
But we're still talking about golf.
Almir golf stream when? I don't know. What do you mean, like mini golf? Or you mean like golf with friends or whatever it's called? The Parabellum says, are you going to add more Payday 2 maps like Golden Green Casino? I mean, we might add more legacy heist. It all depends on what we want to do. At the same time, dude, I'm seeing more and more people going like, I don't want more old content, legacy content that is. I want new stuff, new characters, new heists, new storylines, etc. So it's always a give and take, like a balancing thing, all right? Hey, Almir, buff the AK-47. All right, noted. We'll see what we can do. Soul7 says, new is better, but old is cool too. Yeah, I hear you. That pretty much sums it up, doesn't it?
Sorry I keep interrupting. The delay seems bigger than usual.
Don't worry about it. A says, if Payday 3 isn't successful, is Payday franchise dead? Releasing a Payday 2 remaster remake could be a fresh start. I don't think the Payday franchise will ever die. Payday as a franchise is too big to fail. Whatever happens in the future, because there's so many heisters like you that love the gang, right? But time will tell whether or not Payday 3 will have a positive trajectory, as we hope we will, or something else. You never know what's going to happen in the future. We can only do the best with what we have right now, and show you guys in the community and gals that and wankers that we're doing our best with what we got to make the best experience we can for you. You know. Iroma says, hey Almir, hey chat, a new dev update is planned for the jacket release. We usually do dev updates tied to upcoming content, so you should expect a new dev update. But when it comes out, we have not said yet. Malo7 Gaming says, hey Almir, has the team considered working with Valve again? Maybe even a little TF2 engineer third charm. It's funny you would say that. I spoke to Valve recently, not on that topic, but for something else. And you know, it's the cool thing about Valve, they're so easy to work with. They're such big fans of Payday. And I'm sure if we were to ask them, they would let us to do something. But it's always a question of priorities, what we want to do, what we can do, what we can't do, and so on, right? But of course, I would love to see another Valve collab. Beyond Yesterday says, yeah, Almir keeping Payday alive with 3 devs and 1 PC. What the frick? That's not true, dude. But thank you. It sounds like a compliment. Anonymex says, Almir, do you guys have any plans on adding more difficulties like it is in Payday 2? And if so, are they going to be more unique to themselves, or will they just be more health, more damage? That's a great question, dude. I think our ambition is definitely to look at the difficulties and see what the best way forward is. I agree with you. It sounds like you agree with me at least, that just adding more damage and health to enemies is not the right way to necessarily do new difficulties, but we'll see what we do. We'll see what we do. Songs says TF2 Cola would be so hype, to be honest. Yeah, it would be, dude. It would be amazing. Oh, sorry for my sick noises. Like I said, I'm having a cold. I'm dealing with it!
It's okay, Almir.
Cheers.
Just don't sneeze, you'll set the bomb off.
Fremex says, Almir, you guys going to bring back Megaphone Cop announcing special units? Like Winter's entrance and stuff. We'll see. You missed that? Really? Ikarin says a doctor-like update. GG, dude. Would be great. Adding pre-plan more RNG between Heist and GC. Yeah, that would be cool. That would be cool. Sabina says, Almir, Payday has been my comfort game for years, and it pains me deeply to see both games in the current state. Please fix and release mod support. Thank you, Sabina, for your support, and happy to hear Payday is your comfort series. And we're doing the best with what we have, yeah? Can we get an option to mute Shade, like in Payday 2, says Scullo? We'll see. Alright, I'm gonna get a new lobby. Travis Baker. New adventures await, buddy. Oh, and they got the Elizabeth mask too. Dakota Jarrett says, Almir, I'm so happy at your people's dedication to making the game better. Y'all are awesome, and your Payday games are definitely in my top 5. Dude, thank you so much, Dakota Jarrett. Really appreciate that. Thank you so much for saying that. Hachiko says, Tjena mannen, since there is no roadmap for year 2 and you're secretive about it a lot, what can people expect for this coming year in the long run? It's a good question. I think people can expect more features like Armor 2.0 being added, more heists, characters, and other things, weapons, and so on. Just exactly when they will come out and in what order, we're keeping close to the chest right now. Reason being, we're a smaller team. I want to protect the team, give us some flexibility to do what we need to do, what we want to do. I understand a lot of people would love to see a roadmap, but at the same time, for me, a roadmap kills any hype you might have, or it removes the surprise element of whatever content we want to do. Just trust in the fact that we are doing more content. I mean, Jacket is coming out on the 3rd, and we're working on the next update after that. And this is how we're running the show for the time being. This can change. I'm not going to die on this hill. If we feel there is an opportunity to share a public roadmap, we will, right? But I appreciate your question. Beyond Yesterday says, best heist is Syntax, fight me. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna fight you on that. I dislike Syntax compared to Boys in Blue. Catch me outside. Jacket was amazing, says Pencil Duster. Oh, you mean for Payday 2? Because you haven't tried him for Payday 3 yet, yeah? Yeah, but at least we know what to expect in the coming year. A little more concrete stuff at least. Tack så mycket. Ja, det är lugnt mannen. Du är välkommen. Hey Almir, I'm XX Salmon. XX everyone. That's cool. Poop Master. Welcome to the game. Alright, I'm readying up. Travis Baker, Crime Boss crossover confirmed. Heisters, serious question to chat. Would you like to see a Crime Boss collab? Give me a yes or no answers, and if you have any additional comments, let me know. Because I see it popping up, that's why I'm asking. I'm seeing no's, I'm seeing a few yeses. I'm seeing a first-time chat no from Delle. You must have a strong opinion on the topic. Spudesi says, Crime Boss is so ass, but it will also be hilarious. I don't know what Crime Boss is, says Fremic. My answer is lol, says Shay Cormac. You're funny, dude. Yeah, it looks like it. Thank you so much, everyone, for answering. It seems like it's a mixed bag. There are a lot of yeses. There are a lot of absolutely no's. There are some who's that, and there are some other lol replies. If you do it in a funny way, says Slopburger. I would hope we do everything in a funny way, but I know what you mean. You're talking about funny way. You're talking about a haha way, like new adventures await, buddy. The Petty Gang would be called the Buddies from now on. I mean, why are the Dallas plushies sold without a voice box now? I almost cried when I realized my mini Dallas is mute. I still love him though. I didn't even realize he came without the sound box. I'm sorry to hear that, dude. I'm gonna assume it had something to do with production. And I sure hope it doesn't say when you bought it that it would include the sound box, right? Because if it does, then you should be able to return it, but I assume you don't because you want the plushie. But I'm sorry to hear that. I didn't know that. I haven't been involved in the merch side of things regarding that. Spudesi says, Almir, are people who have the gold edition not getting anything new from this point on? I think so, Spudesi. I think the gold edition was the 4 first DLC chapters, and that's it. In the same way the silver edition was the 2 first chapters, and that's it. And I mean, if Payday 3 would have sold a bazillion copies, sure, we could have given away a ton of stuff for free. But given where we are and the state of things, we have to play it smart, you know? And that's why we charge for jacket, you know. Not only is it a licensing deal with another IP, but there's also a cost tied to developing things, you know. People don't work for free, right? People have to earn money. I have a salary, my colleagues have a salary, and that's that, you know. Almir victim blaming? Did I? In what way did I victim blame Spudesi? What do you mean? Do 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 do. Guys, Heisters, chat. You remember when you stood in this hallway and you lost your eyesight? Good times. I'm just joking. I get people need to eat. Yeah, cheers, Budesi. Just want to make sure I take comments like that seriously, you know? What about people who got the gold pass? But again, Christmas Blitz, you got what you paid for, didn't you? I mean, the gold pass said 4 chapters. You received 4 chapters. I think it's weird to ask for more. I mean, why? If you buy something and you get what it says, and then you expect more, I mean, something must have happened for you to expect that. I'm just trying to make sense from your request, you know? I'm not trying to start a beef with you or anything. Stealth Killer says, I bought the collector's edition. Can I have more? I love you, dude. Osinox says, I'm glad to see more of both Jacket and Payday. By the way, how is the team over there doing? Are they doing well? You mean Denaton? Yeah, they're doing well, dude. Yeah. I spoke to Dennis just 2 days ago, I think. He was doing well. They're excited to get the character out for you all. Whoops, didn't mean to kill a civvy, but there you go. Six Symbol says, are there more legacy heists in the pipeline? Not that we have announced. I do not share news usually that we haven't announced in other channels. Hawk Newt says, what do you mean Gold Pass doesn't give content free for eternity? Yeah, it's not a Bo style deal where he said, yeah, and then let's say we give everything away for free forever, like we did in Payday 2, and then we had to walk back on that and look like absolute clowns. And I don't mean Payday clowns, I mean circus clowns. But you know, it's easy to say that when things are going good, and it's hard to say that when things are going bad, you know, or when you need that payday. Gold Pass 2 when, says Okpal. I think, chat, you're having a bit too much fun with this Gold Pass expectancy discussion. LD says, that's a good question. Oops. That's a good question. What's something that you want to see in Payday 3, besides Big Oil, of course? Oh, I'm sorry. I must have slipped on a button there. I don't know what happened. Maybe my fingers are oily. I gotta go wash my hands to remove that big discomfort from my skin. I would like to see more classic heists, says Maurizio Antonio. I'm happy to hear that. There's a lot of noise for Panic Room, but there are so many. There's like 80 heists in Payday 2 that we haven't explored, so there's a lot of big and oily fingers, says Sonks. Yeah. Almir trolling. Oh. In Swedish, we have a saying that goes, kärt barn har många namn, which in English translates to, beloved child has many nicknames or names. And I think Almir is my most hated nickname. Nah, it's I'm all Amara. I'll blame that on the big oil discussion. It's just it threw me off completely. Big oil. Yeah, exactly. He said surrender and I'll go easy, and I just blew his face off. How's that for going easy? That's what I'm talking about. Yo, I'm so dead! There we go. Pro gaming. What if we have goats in, but you have to do the engine puzzle? Oh, so it's like the worst of two worlds? Thank you so much, Alfred, for introducing that into my mind. Much appreciated. Huh, Elendil! Yeah, I shouldn't have done that. Almir oiled up Listo, says Amokios Rotash. I wonder what new viewers think when they pop into the stream and they just see chat writing golf, big oily Almir, small gasoline. I don't know what they're gonna think. What the frick is the Payday community smoking? You mentioned Big Chungus 3 streams in a row, did I? Alrom says, it was said that new challenges will come to unlock masks that we didn't unlock during the last event. Do you know when it'll come? And will we have more challenges in the future or Steam achievements? We're working on it. And I don't want to go ahead of myself. When I have firm details on the topic, I will let you know. But right now, I can't say other than we, of course, want to give you all the Mania masks, preferably through hardcore challenges. But let me get back to you on that when we have some solid information, okay? Persikovia Ronin says, Almir, what about a heist in Payday 3 where we either liberate or raid our old Payday 2 safe house last, especially if it's now in enemy hands, and to make it even more interesting, let Alston be the contractor for this mission. This could bring a fresh twist to the gameplay while reconnecting us with our roots and adding some nostalgic excitement. It's a super interesting idea. From a lore perspective, the issue is that the old safe house was in Washington, D.C., right? And the gang are currently in New York. So the gang would have a reason then to go back to Washington, is what you're saying. Clunk234 says, Almir, what are the chances for a Marvel collab? You know what? I'm going to focus on chat and we're going to quit playing because I only have 12 minutes left and I'm sick as a goat in Goat Heist. So let's focus on any remaining questions you might have. Spudesi says, will we have to call the baseball bat in because I feel it's a bit dumb? Also, will it give any damage reduction or will it be impossible to use on overkill? Sorry for yawning. It's nothing about you, it's just me. I'm a bit sickly right now. Spudesi, that's a great question. I won't answer it now. Just wait for the blog that we're producing and additional details. And let me know what you think, yeah? Lysixa says, hey Pennyman, what's your favorite overkill weapon except the baseball bat? The minigun, 100%. It's no contest, the minigun. Meredith says, consider this. There are trillions in our safe houses. When we say move house, literally move the house. So it's like a transport mission. We're literally moving the safe house. So maybe we can do like a legacy heist of the train heist, you know, from the biker mission. But it's the house, the safe house we're moving. No? Moomin says, I can't wait to try out the baseball bat. It looks like a lot of fun. It is a lot of fun, Moomin, and I hope you like it. Let me know what you think when you get your hands on it, yeah? Bosnian Dallas Steimaebote. What about Akimbo? Is it in the plan for year 2? There is no word on Akimbo for the time being, but I appreciate the question. My Bosnian brother or sister, for that matter. Maybe brother, given your Dallas nickname. Forma official says, hey, no chance to bring back Jimmy? Yeah, of course there's a chance Jimmy could come back. From a lore perspective, Jimmy is unaccounted for. We don't know what's happened to him since Payday 2. From a licensing perspective, I'm sure they would be happy for us to do a collab. But it's nothing we have announced, and of course, depending on collabs, there's a different amount of money changing hands, and there might be restrictions. Also, you know, let's say just for the discussion, all right? Let's say we were to add Jimmy for Payday 3. So if we add Jimmy, there are a couple of key things that you as heisters would expect, right? Just like with Jacket, for example. You would expect the tape recorder. and some kind of melee system or melee interaction, given the theme of Hotline Miami. When it comes to Jimmy, you would expect Sharlto Copley to reprise his role, right? Right now, I'm not sure exactly what he's up to, or if he even would be interested in doing the voice. Because I think you'd be disappointed if there was another voice actor who picked up Jimmy. You know what I mean? Gatto Boom 9 says, "What do you think about Den of Wolves?" I mean, I haven't seen that much gameplay yet, right? I'm a gameplay guy. I haven't seen. Have they shown any solid gameplay yet? I don't think so. So I don't have any strong opinion on the game yet. Well, what I can say about the studio is I have a lot of friends who work at Ten Chambers, a lot old payday veterans, and I wish them the best. It's difficult to make a good heist game. I hope they pull it off. The heisting community is big enough for several players, and time will tell, right? Spudesi says Keanu didn't voice John Wick in Payday 3 and everyone was fine with it, mostly, to be fair. Yeah, that's a fair point, Spudesi. But that also worked because Keanu is such an established star that he has impersonators, voice actors, who professionally either are sanctioned by him or that as a living you are able to mimic his voice. I'm not sure the same thing could be said of Sharlto Copley, but yeah, it's a case-by-case thing. Mr. Fastwind says, waiting for a new FBI assault type mission. Interesting. Since Jackie was banned in Australia, does his return mean the next free returning character is Australian? You're thinking about Sydney? No, we haven't announced the next character after that. Nuclear says, I think the game has been turned down, not just your end. I forgot I was going to say, but do you think you'll make it to Thursday, Almir? Also, is the fall damage getting reduced this update? No confirmation on fall damage. We'll see if no confirmation on my Thursday stream either. I mean, you can hear my voice, right? I'm not 100%. But I wanted to tune in for this stream, at least. Nicolas64HD says, what about a German heister? I would love to do a German heister. I've been fantasizing about it for years. You could make, when we started doing the international heisters, we always try to go for the cool city names, like Sydney, obviously. Sydney is Australian. I would love to see a heister called Berlin or something similar. That would be cool. But nothing announced. Elon Musk would be a good German heister. What the frick? The blue one says, we're still waiting for Krakow heister. Yeah, Polish heister would rock my socks. 77 Sassolv says, what about an Italian heister? What about it? I'm walking here. Hey, I'm walking here. Maybe a Italian New Yorker? Huh? Would you like that? Forget about it. Exactly. That would be kind of funny, though. I'm not gonna lie. Spot on, says Hognute. Thank you. Fremek says, Polish heister. You're censored, but I know what you're saying. Kurwa, I need some help. Exactly. That would be super fun to hear. Wasn't Wolf originally supposed to be German in Payday the Heist? It wasn't. It's a good question, Excalibur. It wasn't necessarily Wolf who was supposed to be German. So the thing was that when we made Payday the Heist, the first idea was that we were to call the characters nationalities instead of the names they eventually got. So you had the German, the American, and so on, right? And the inspiration there comes from, just like Reservoir Dogs, you've got Mr. Pink, etc. Which then in turn, was inspired by a Hong Kong action movie. And in that Hong Kong action movie, the characters were called Brother Chu, Brother X, Brother Y, etc. Right? So it's all, almost every piece of content or game or music or art you see has an inspiration, has a source, and especially the Quentin Tarantino stuff. He is an avid movie lover, as are we. We're avid movie lovers and avid gamers. We love doing homages and stuff like that. Galactic Wars is Almir. Any update on the corpse limit slider? Ooh, that's a good one. I'm gonna bring that with me straight after I leave the stream. So what you want is a corpse limit slider, especially for those of you who don't necessarily have the best of machines who can handle all of the bodies on the floor. Ishi Will says, Almir, I'm assuming Duke won't come back since he mostly joined the gang just to help on the Kotaru secret, but in any chance, could he come back? Can we have our liquor addiction again? Yeah, I mean, Duke is unaccounted for from a lore perspective. I know you're tired of me freaking saying that, but it's true. Duke could hypothetically come back. We don't know what has happened to Duke. And Duke being a community-made heister, I think that would be lovely to see our old friend again. So we could all kneel for the Duke. I want to crank it so there are bodies everywhere, says Alfred. All right, you're one of those. Will there be a new dev video before the updates? I sure hope so, WVCP21. We usually do once before an update. But you will have to wait and see. File_name_empty says, Hi Almir, what about a French heister called Paris? Yes, I would love that. That would be really cool. With a new overskill melee weapon called the baguette. It's a baguette that's been in your cupboard for a month, so it's super hard. So you can beat dozers to death with it in one blow. And Beyond says, Leon is a cooler French heister name, in my opinion. Oh, yeah, you are so right, dude. Okay, so here's my last trivia. Many years ago, for Payday 2, one of my dreams that I was pushing for, you don't always get what you want, but I wanted to do a movie collab with Leon. The cult classic, awesome movie. And I would add Leon to Payday. I think that would rock so freaking hard, and it would surprise your butts off, right? Because not only is it a super cool character, we could get him to voice it, and also we would do the circular glasses, right? Because he looks so freaking cool. But it never happened. One can dream, right? But just the thought of it, right? I see some of you are getting excited. I think that would, with Jean Reno, of course, File Name Empty. You would have to do it with him. But it never happened, unfortunately. All right, fam. It's 5 p.m. Will there ever be a 10-hour stream about Payday collabs? That didn't happen, says WVCP21. No, there won't be. But there are, we've done over 30 collabs. There are equally as many that never happened. For example, we talked about Baby Driver. That's the last thing I'm going to say. We were like this close. We were like this close, heisters, to get Baby Driver to be a character. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I know. I'm rustling some feathers. No pun, no jacket, chicken man pun intended. But I gotta tell it to you straight, gang, right? Alright, fam. I'm gonna head on home and recover. It's been lovely chatting and streaming and heisting with you all once more. I do believe Hawa will be streaming tomorrow, and we will see whether or not I am healthy enough to stream on Thursday. But thank you all for the medic bags. Thank you all for the love. Thank you all for the interesting questions. And very excited about next week. Jackets coming on the 3rd of February. We've got a blog post in the works. Hopefully there will be a dev update coming out as well, explaining more about the content we are cooking. Have a good one, yeah? And remember, frick big oil. See you next time. Ciao.